Hi guys, okay, Martin Williams here again, and we're having another bash at Lechlade before Christmas. There's about a dozen anglers already gone down. I suppose heading up the top end of the lake has been fishing really well. Me and Richard's still got his mask on as well. Oh. Me and Richard bringing up the rear, as they say. Yeah, so I've totally lost the plot today, guys, because the fish have been down a lot deeper lately, and I normally fish, you know, my sinking line of choice would be a fast intermediate. I have rigged up with a 40 plus. You can see this blue line. This is a dye 5. Now the 5 means this sinks at about 5 inches per second. So the intermediate's about 2. So this is a lot faster than I've ever used here at Lechlade. So we're going to give it a go. I've got a white leech on here. I might change that to a white booby leech possibly, so if I want to float the fly over the weed beds a bit. And on the floater it's a standard gold flash stalking, heavy stalker, 4.5mm. So that's the two setups, dye 5 with the big white lure and the stalker with the gold fly. That's the plan of attack. There we are, some of the anglers have already started. It's a lovely day today. I think it's going to be fairly calm today. Not a lot of wind forecast. Oh, look at that bow wave there then. See that? So yeah, winds are only light, sort of easterly today. So should be fairly calm most of the day. Okay, I've just come round. We haven't wet a line yet, so we're on the what's known as the outer bounds peg. It's as far as we can go. So what I'm going to do first is sort of work a stalking bug in close first, just to get a feel. Yeah, flies. I can see the fly now. It's a little bit murky, the water. See it now. It's just flies flashing lovely in the water. Just try a rod length out, let it just go down over the sort of shelf a little bit, work it back up. I can't see it now, but there we are. I can just see it starting to flash now. We'll let that sink down. Only got about a 9-foot leader, so it's not far out. Nope, and a fish has got that then. Here we are. Come from absolutely nowhere. Blind stalking. Brilliant. There we are. So even if you can't see anything and the light's bad, guys, flick that fly down the margin, down over the shelf, work it back. That's a brilliant start. Brilliant. So all I could see really was that fly flashing. It's a sort of silver and pearl mix sort of flash. And then I seen the sort of side of the fish, the pale colour of the fish come alongside, and I seen the mouth open. So I didn't see that fish right really until the last moment. That's a good one. That's a good one. Not ready yet. Me rushing as usual. I think he's getting tired. See the fly sticking out. There we are. He's in. There we are. Lechlade double to start the day. There we are. You can see that fly, gold head and gold, and well, it is the gold and pearl flash mix. Right, let's dispatch him. That's a great start. Look at that. So there we go, guys. Look at that, lovely. And you can probably see that gold heavy stalker with the orange body in his mouth, right in the top lip. Oh, it's well in. Here we are. Perfect. So lovely. Yeah. Dispatched with the Neil Perry, really heavy, does the job perfect. Deer horn priest, and then on the put him onto the stringer, through the gill, out through the mouth, clip it in, and again that's a Neil Perry trout peg. Stick that in the ground, leave the fish in the water, all nice and clean. So there we are, a Lechlade double to start the day. I'm well happy with that, guys. Watch this slippery bank. In the water, peg him down. Great start. Right, let's get organised and we'll go again. That's brilliant. So got one double figure rainbow in the bag on the gold and orange, and you can see, you know, it's a 9.5 foot rod, so roughly a 9.5 foot leader. There's a bit of line sticking out at the end of the rod tip, which is perfect for me. Hopefully then it just doesn't tangle so much. So I flick the fly out, it's going down into the deeper water, and I'm flicking it back. I know roughly where the fly is. There we are. I can see it lovely now. So even if I can't see the fly, I know roughly where it is because of the length of the leader. So I know roughly where my eyes are sort of going to be looking for it. That way I might just see the fish come in as well at the last minute. I think the fish here come up the margin, go into that house bay, feel a bit safe in that house bay, come back down. So I think this is always a good ambush spot here. So it's difficult for seeing fish in the margins at the moment because of the really low light, dark, but as that last fish proved, we don't really need to see them. I can see the fly bouncing nice now. Oh, something went for that then. I don't know whether it was something went for that then. I seen it swirl at the last minute, but I don't know whether it was a perch or something. It didn't look very big, perhaps I only saw a bit of it, but I did see. And again, there's a couple of fish around here now, so just got a feeling there's going to be another fish soon. Hello mate, alright? Lovely. I've had one nice one.
You got one?
There. Double, yeah. Just blind stalking like that, you know, flicking it out.
Like I say, I took my mate on a little the other weekend, the Sunday after you guys were here.
Yeah.
He's only sort of dabbled in the stalking here and there.
Yeah.
So he'd had a PV 16. And he only had one fish left. I said, come on, I'll give you an hour of stalking, like, because there's nothing else. And we were just in that little poke hole up there.
Yeah.
Then
Lovely. Whoop. There we are, another one blind stalk, guys, there. I didn't see that one at all, but I felt the little twitch and then he came back and had it again. So wow, that's off to a great start. Couple of bites, couple of follows, all within the first 20 minutes, half hour. Brilliant sport. Lovely. Excellent. Wow. There's definitely some fish working up and down this margin today, heading to the bay, heading back down to that bay, so a really good ambush spot here for fish working the margins. Lovely. He's having a good scrap, this one. Good tail on him, I know. Sheesh. He's not ready yet, as usual, me trying to rush him. He's woken up now. Great sport here today, pulling my arm off this one. Look at that. Oh. I thought he was getting ready then, but he's still far away. He's hanging on. Here we go, here we go. Lovely, and he's in the net. Look at that. Oh, another lump. Another lump. Right, let's dispatch him. Nice. There you are, guys. My second fish of the morning. Wow. What a start to the day on the gold mirage and orange again. You can see it there, exactly same place as the other one, in that top lip. There we go. So gold 4.5mm head, size 8 short shank, you know, it gives you a bit more gape, a bit wider hook, because you're going to lose a little bit from the size of the bead, so the wider hook helps. And then the gold tail with a mirage flashing as well. Brilliant, absolutely deadly. Two fish in well, half an hour here at Lechlade. Right, let's have a tidy up. Right, so just before I move off, I have a couple of casts on the sinking line. Just pulling a lure through quick, big white lure, just in case anything's up for a chase or a follow. I got a white leech on here. One of the white UV leeches with zonker tail, ultraviolet body, and just a 4mm brass head, so it's easy enough for casting. And I'm throwing it on that die 5 line. It's lovely to cast, it's lovely and heavy on the rod, so we'll just give it a couple of pulls. And if we haven't had anything, we'll have a wander, have a move. I think we'll stick with the sinking line here, but we're going to put a fly on that's a little bit buoyant to pop it up a little bit. Right, so let's have a, so I've got the standard white UV leech. I don't know what box they're in. So, the problem when you carry about 20 boxes and they're all the same. There we are, that'll be the jollop. There we are, I'm going to fish that white booby leech. Ooh. So the booby has got the polystyrene foam eyes, so that one's got a brass eye, so that's going to want to sink. This has got the polystyrene foam eyes, so it's going to want to pop it up. So the line will pull it down, and then the fly will sit up off the bottom. Right, so if I pop this on the inside now, it'll float just like that. Okay, so with the weight of the die 5 line, that's going to pull it down, so the fly's going to sink so far down, and then as I pull it, it's going to pull and pop back up, pull, pop back up. So we'll give it a go. It's quiet here this morning, as in the margins is nothing much, and I think there's literally been about 4 fish out. I did go past a chap over there with the orange hat, had a brown trout about £15, it was a beast. I might have to shorten the leader, I can see that booby on the top. Right, shorten the leader now down to about 5 foot. Whether that's short enough, I'm not sure. Right, so we'll let the line sink. It's an airflow 40 plus line, so the back of the line here, guys, is orange, look, but that's the running line, that's the thin part, and that's actually floating, and the head, the heavy part, that's the sinking part, the die 5. So the head will pull this down, but it is actually a floating running line. So I'm twitching this through now. Really slow. tangle it, yeah. Another big beastie. Anybody know what that bad boy is? Just put that fly backs in my box. Right, okay. Nothing yet. What I'm going to do this time, I'm virtually going to cast it out, let the line pull it down. I'm going to leave it static, popped off the bottom for a bit I think, and really inch it past perhaps. So the line's doing its job now, the head, the weight forward 5, the dive 5, so sinking at 5 inches per second, just pulling that fly down. Let's really trickle this back. Very slow now. About fly looking good. Let that one get down a bit. Right, I'm just back where I started. Oh, and my friend there, he's had a couple. Oh, nice. Lovely. What are you getting those on?
That one you give me.
Oh, that golden orange.
Yeah,
Just
one
in the margin,
right
just
by there,
yeah.
just there.
Lovely.
And so big brownie come after it.
Did he?
He must have spotted me and turned away.
Well, if that brown's working the margin, keep at it, you know. Yeah, but oh, that's great. That's good, isn't it? Yeah.
Sit out half hour.
That's lovely.
A couple of fish moving down under there.
Yeah.
Crack down there if you want, under that tree.
I'll have a little cast while I'm here then, thank you. Yeah, I'll just have a little stalk. Oh, I'm glad you had a couple on that fly. Yeah, that's good. But you haven't got to fish it too hard, have you? Just work it in the margin. And did you see the fish coming or did you just feel it? Yeah.
A couple of them turned away before.
That's good. Well, at least you've had some action. That's good because I stalked all the way round and haven't seen a single fish. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Right guys, we're having a break from fishing. I've had a cup of tea to warm up now. And Andy is going to show us some of his pets. There's a couple of... So some of the stock ponds here at Lechlade. I think this one is the one known as Jurassic Pond. My God. My God. Wow, I don't know whether that's a stock pond of dolphins or trout. My gosh. Wow. Wow, there is browns. This stock pond is all £20 fish. There's browns and rainbows in here. Look at that brown there. My gosh. Oh gosh. Wow, some of those fish look like a foot deep. Wow. Look at that bad boy. And look at that brown. Unbelievable. So how many fish in your hand do you reckon?
There's well over 200 at the moment.
200. Still 220 pound fish. Look at that rainbow there, my gosh. And, oh, look at that brown. Oh. I just want to run and grab my fishing rod now. Wow. Unbelievable.
Quite an interesting brown as well. It's half and half.
Is that the one I see with like lines going down his
No,
back or something?
His back, one side of him is black and the other side is normal colour.
I think I just saw him, yeah. Is there any blues in here?
No blues in here. They're down in the bottom at the moment.
Look at that brown there. Wow. So that's a lake there just of the £20 fish. My gosh, look at the thickness on some of those. Unbelievable. My gosh. So these are all the fish that get stocked daily into Lechlade, you know, lots of double figure fish, and there's always these super fish that go in daily. Always 20 pounders in there, browns, rainbows. Unbelievable. And then there's a stock pond next. So what's in your hand?
All browns pretty much. There's a couple of rainbows in to mix it up a bit.
And what sort of size are these?
These are going anywhere from 6 up to about 12.
Right. My God. Unbelievable. And how many fish are in here?
Over 500 in here.
So there's 500 browns in this lake between about 6 and 12 pounds. Wow, unbelievable.
A handful of rainbows in there just brings them up to feed a bit more so we can grow them on a bit.
Yeah.
Some of the rainbows have surpassed the browns already. They're sort of 15s.
Yes.
They're in there now.
Wow.
and they're hungry. So
There's some blues in there as well.
There's some in there that's sort of like tainted blue there.
Yeah,
Not
I
quite
just
true blues.
yeah. And are these fish now for sort of current stock, or are these going to be kept the next year, or
partially this year, partially
and
for
they
the oncoming years? So they will turn into them lot at some point.
yeah.
Obviously they have got a lifespan, so we're sort of rotating through the stock.
Yeah.
Because browns are so much slower, they do need a bit more time to grow and things.
Yes. And that's more costly then, I guess, because they're being
so
fed more, yeah?
We get the browns in a lot smaller than the rainbows.
Yes.
So they are with us a lot longer. They come in at a couple of ounces. It'll take a lot longer to get to them things in there.
Yeah. Go on, splash another bit in there, mate, before I go and try and catch one. It's unbelievable. A stock lake full of 20s. So when your line tightens and a fish takes the fly down on the main lake, it could be something of that size.
That's why we stress on the leader.
Yeah. Guys, I don't use light leader, I use 12 Grand Max, and it, look at that brown there, my God. Wow. 10 and 12 leaders, guys, for these.
Don't forget browns have big teeth.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. Well, thanks for that, Ant. Thanks for that. That is great, and I'm sure everybody will want to see those. Another feature of Lechlade here as well, which they sort of developed over about a year ago. This year is a sort of novice and a starter's pond. You can come here, you can organise tuition from the guys at the lodge, and there's casting platforms everywhere all around, and it's chock-a-block full of fish. What size sort of fish in here?
They're about £2, so they're like our normal bushy leaves fish then.
Yeah.
Still plenty of fight, but
Yeah.
there's a few more in there to get the kids happy and get them going.
Yeah, so
Not enough young anglers in there, so they're trying to bring a few more through.
yeah, so if you want to come and have a go trout fishing and you've never done it before, the guys will sort you out with some gear here. They'll give you some tuition, and you'll guarantee to get a bend in your rod because it's chock-a-block full of fish. Excellent. I gotta go and catch one now. Okay. Right, now that has really got me charged up to have a go. I've just seen 220 trout and about 500 10 browns, so can't wait to have a go now. Had a cup of tea, warmed up. Oh, Mark and Lorraine have come off the house boy. Well, another good part of fishing is meet up with old mate Paul. Yeah, let me have that one for you. Shall I hold yours and all? You just cracked that one, dude.
That one.
And a glass as it's Christmas
As well as now. Cheers.
of sloe gin.
I'll leave the lid open so
Let me just have a taste. It could be gone off.
Yeah. Oh, cheers.
Yeah, it's definitely gone off, so I better try another one.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers,
Happy
mate.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Yeah.
mate.
Quite nice. Warms you up.
Lovely. Mate, there's lots of people talking about seeing big browns. Lots of people.
I think I was talking to my mate Doug just now, and I think today's the day. You know what browns are like? They don't get caught for ages,
No.
and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
but I'm seeing them a lot chasing fry about the place.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go
Just
on,
one
then.
of them big browns would do me. I don't care about the other 3 fish.
Well, you're the man on form, mate, so you're keeping the best to the end. I'm going to have a dabble on the boat now. You coming up with me on the boat, or I'm going to go on the silver boat for a little bit in the bay, or do you want it when I come back?
No, you are.
I'm going to go and just chuck a line into the thing, because that's Mark. Mark said I could use their boat.
Because I tell you what, there's fish moving. If you look directly across the angle from the buoy now,
Yeah.
there's a brown been chasing fry around there.
Is
there
it?
was earlier on. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm going to have a couple more casts for you as soon as I get a follow on, and then I shall be moving down there for this afternoon.
All right.
Do you want one more? That's it.
Go on then. It's Christmas, isn't it? I need to get some of this, mate.
It is nice. It's far nicer if you make your own, you know. It's a lot thicker tasting.
Is that homemade or is that?
No, Gordon's.
I like it like that. I don't mind it thick. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
it.
that's all right. That is. Yeah, have you had a sandwich or anything like that? Do you
No,
want a sandwich?
no, I'm okay, mate. Thanks. Yeah, I had a cheesy slice this morning, so.
I'm a mustard there, and there's some crisps there if you want some crisps.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I'll put that empty one in there. So,
No problem.
thanks for that. So I can have I can have a half hour on the boat, and then if I get any action, I'll let you know. All right?
Yeah, thank you, mate.
All right, bud. Let's have a look at this humongous brown. Oh God, look at it. This is deep as a grow bag.
That is an insane fish, that is.
It's like 8 inches thick, isn't it, as well? Look at it. That ain't 20, it's not a million miles, is it, away?
It's not like that. It's definitely between 17 and 20.
Brilliant.
Get some photographs of that bad boy, mate. And that was on the white leech, Rich, was it?
Yeah, your
A white
ultraviolet.
UV one, yeah.
You know that one you left on the rod? And I
Yeah.
pushed it?
Yeah, you never paid me for it, that's the one, isn't it?
Don't mention it, Jack. Don't mention Martin Williams. Jack.
Thanks, guys. Cheers, Mark. Thanks for those boxes, mate. Thanks, buddy. Give me a shout and we'll have another day, yeah? Yeah, I will. All right, mate. Thanks, bud. So you put on those you put on that the giant among us, yeah?
Yes, that one with the gold.
Nailed it, did they?
Fucking in the bag beer. Two. Isn't it? Just cut a cast.
Two fish on that one.
Yeah, bang bang.
It's on an intermediate.
Yeah.
Out, and then strip it as soon as it's hot.
Yeah, yeah, the dive 5 is not fishing that shallow,
No,
it's
like the
fishing
same.
deeper. Yeah.
There's like a weed bed up there, I think, in that corner.
It's holding up their fish, isn't
If
it?
you hit the weed bed,
And you can the most regular place seeing fish is between them two and that. They've also started catching a few more on the bank line,
Yeah.
so they're sort of.
Up there, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Size 4, black and gold, humongous leech.
you wrap that round closer.
That's the beast, isn't it? Paul's got smaller ferrets than that, like. Works well though, yeah?
Well, it had to be the fly after the second, didn't it? As well?
Cool. What are you going to do now? You're going to have a little coffee and a stretch and weigh the fish and some photos? Nice.
I think they ought to get a picture of that.
Oh, they will, yeah. If you tell him, he'll come and take a picture straight away. Right, I've had another cracking day here at Lechlade. I had a few fish early, blind stalking, and it's gone quiet for me since. I haven't had a bite pulling, but the boys are still getting them